Well, hello, welcome again to our reading of Odyssey Book 1. And we finished at the bottom of the page last time. I should have done one more line. So here, Telemachos is really laying forth against the suitors with quite strong language, and he's taking a very strong line with them and showing that he's turned into a man. He's developed from a boy into a man as a consequence of his meeting with Athena as mentees. And so he says, essentially, go and eat somewhere else, either destroy without penalty the livelihood of one man, and or he says earlier, go from house to house, and then we get this kerete, just destroy it. But I will call upon the gods who live forever, if Zeus might perchance grant deeds that are avenging deeds to take place. And then that's where we finished last time, and we continue on the last line of this section. Then thereafter, this is an optative of wish, may you perish within the halls, ne poinoi, without penalty. Now, that's a very interesting line, because this, of course, is the main issue at the end of the Odyssey, that having killed the suitors, then there's always the worry about revenge from others, from their families. And so he makes this wish here, right in the very beginning in Book 1, which will be picked up again in Book 24, that they will perish in the house, but without penalty. And thus he spoke, and they all of them. This is a funny idiom here. It occurs quite a number of times in Homer, especially in the Odyssey, and it says they all literally were implanting their lips. The N goes with the fuo. They were implanting their lips with their teeth, odax. In other words, they were almost biting their tongues in anger. They were, we would say, frothing at the mouth, perhaps, in modern parlance. And so, but literally they were implanting their lips with their teeth. And they were amazed at Telemachos. Hot, perhaps who, could be hot for haughty, because, no, I can just take it as who was speaking Thessalios so boldly, so confidently. And Antinous, the son of Eupatheos, said to him again in reply, O Telemachos, surely indeed the gods themselves are teaching you to be hups ageran, a proud speaker. This is used only by Antinous, and it's used only to describe Telemachos. You'll see it elsewhere again. And to address us so boldly, to speak publicly so boldly. Agaruan is to speak in meeting. Now we get may with a optative wish here. So may the son of Kronos, indeed, may he not poiesen appoint, or make or appoint, set you as a basileia, as a chieftain. The word later, of course, means king, but at this stage it simply means, can be just a local chieftain. A chieftain in sea-girt Ithaca, with the sea flowing around is the word here, so sea-girt is a good translation of that one. In sea-girt Ithaca, which is your heritage by your birth, which indeed is your heritage by birth. So even though it is your heritage, may Zeus not make you a basileus, a king or a chieftain. Thoughtful Telemachos then replied to him, O Antinous. Now we get this verb agesai here, is from agamai, I am angry. So if indeed also you are angry with me, hot tit for that hot plus tit, at whatsoever thing I might speak. At whatsoever thing I might speak. So even if you are resentful at what I am saying, also I would wish this. So nevertheless I would wish aresthai from anumai to obtain this from if Zeus were willing, if indeed Zeus were willing. In other words, he says, well, I would like to be a basileus. So even though you're angry with what I'm saying, I would want this, that is to win, to obtain the position of basileus, if indeed, genitive absolute, Zeus would give it. If indeed Zeus would give it. Surely, this is a question, do you really say that this, this is from Tuco, this just is, kakiston, the worst thing among men, that is to be a basileus? For it is not a bad thing, to understand esti, in any way, basiluane, to be a basileus, to be a chieftain. Ipsa, for straight away, the house, this is do. It is a nominative here. It's the only instance of this nominative in Homer. Elsewhere this form is accusative. But anyway, so straight away, the house for him, Pelatai, is or becomes aphneion, rich, and he himself is more esteemed. He's held in higher time. He is more esteemed. But indeed, there are many other basileis, there are many other chieftains of the Achaeans in sea-girt Ithaca, both young and old, of whom someone would take this. Now this toddy is referring to this position of being chieftain. So from among all of these other chieftains, one of them would take this role, you could say for toddy, one of the others would take this role if the, since glorious Odysseus has died. But, very strong ate here, but I will be lord of my own house and my servants, my slaves. The etymology of this is not completely secure. It looks as though it might come from damnami, to capture, and so the idea that the slave is someone who is captured, but this is just servants here. So he's saying that, well, look, someone else may take the role of basileus, but I will be master of my own house and my own servants. The servants whom glorious Odysseus laisatai, literally won by raiding, so won by piracy. A laestes is a pirate, so this is the verb. So won by pirating. Odysseus was known as having gone out and done a lot of pirating in order to get his money and his property. And Eurymachos then, the son of Polybus, said to him in reply, O Telemachos, surely these things, this is an expression we've had before, these things surely lie in the lap of the gods, on the knees of the gods, in the lap of the gods. Whoever will rule in sea-girt Ithaca will be basileus, will be chieftain of the Achaeans in sea-girt Ithaca, but you yourself will have your possessions, and you will rule your house. May the man not indeed come, whoever, this is aporia, to rest from, or it's to knock it out from you, so to rest from. So may that man not come who will wrest your possessions from you, unwilling, so you being unwilling, beafi, by force. That's an old dative ending here, by force, by means of force, while still Ithaca is inhabited. But I wish Pheristi, the etymology is not very secure in this one. It means something like most distinguished or best of men. Eurymachos is trying to calm things down and placate him, and he also wants some information, as we'll see. So he's speaking rather politely here. But I wish, good sir, to ask about the stranger. Hopothen hutosane, from whence this man was, and from what land does he boast to be? Where is his race? Where is his patris ura? Arura is the ploughed field, so where are the fields of his family? And does he come, so does he bring some message of your father's return? Is he bringing some message of your father's return? Or wanting, desiring, in fact, or desiring his own need, the need of himself, his need of himself. So desiring his own need, does he come here? So does he come here wanting something? Now the hoion is sort of exclamatory here. So how an aixas, how darting away afar quickly he went. So how he went darting away so quickly, nor did he remain behind gnomenai, to be known, so for us to know him. For he did not resemble ace oppa in the face. He did not resemble a bad man in any way in the face. So for to look at him, he did not appear to be a worthless person. And that will stop there.